Oke, selamat datang ke sesi pertama nih. This is called Industry Revolution 4.0 and Biometry. Saya akan jadi kamu punya lecturer untuk 7 minggu, 7 session lah. Okay, so the next another will be handled by Dr. Chi. Okay, let me okay. So for the first 7 weeks I akan handle nih. So if you look at you punya course learning outcome nih, yang sebelah kiri itu ignore yang sebelah kiri itu, yang sebelah kanan will be your course learning outcome lah. So basically by the end of the course you should be able to understand the fundamental aspect of IR 4.0 and technique how to do data analysis. So this is knowledge and understanding. Kita ada juga practical so that you know how to perform the data analysis secara practical. So yang itu untuk PLO 1 dan PLO 3 lah. So for the biometry Dr. Chi will handle. So I will handle this tool. So unfortunately this one will be 60%. So this one will be 40% lah. Okay. So if you look at the topic here, we will cover the first 7 weeks will be this one lah. Okay. So the next 7 week nih akan gonna cover balik by Dr. Chi. So this is the topic that we're going to cover. Tonight kita cover nih and tomorrow night kita cover nih. Okay. And this is the assignment. So for the assignment, like I mentioned just now, you have 60%. So assignment ini dalam tangan, practical pun dalam tangan, quizzes ni 8% dalam tangan, midterm ni saja yang kena berhati-hati lah. So it all depends on how well you understand the assignment, the practical, and the quizzes too. Okay. And the final exam too, they are mostly based on biometries, and you will have some tutorial for the biometry. Okay. Normally kalau you absent too, you just provide short course letter saja lah. So this is formality only because we need to collect reason why you don't come to class. Late submission referring to kalau sudah habis tu semester kan, you masih lagi belum hantar, tapi I'm still allowing you to submit. So tapi markah maximum pun you can get 50% lah, because we don't want you to get this F mark. The F mark referring to kalau you miss any of the assignment. Then walaupun you punya standing A, automatic will be F lah. Okay, so don't miss any assignment. Any part of the assignment. Contohnya yang ini 1, 2, 3, 4 nih semua mesti ada markah lah. Kalau salah satu contohnya you didn't submit the 2 assignment tuh, then automatic F. Okay. Tapi I know kalau PLUMS nih you are busy with your own work, so I still accept late submission, tapi jangan limpas final exam lah. Okay, so try to submit within the time frame. Okay, so okay, a little bit about myself. My name is Rainer Alfred from FKI. Been working in FKI for 25 years already lah. So My major is more into machine learning, data science, artificial neural network, machine intelligence, and so on. So my role here in this course is to assist you to understand more about Industry 4.0 and also machine learning di tahap yang di luar-luar tu saja lah. And of course there are some coding, tapi the coding is just to show you how it can be done lah. So you don't have to learn um, the actual programming, tapi you will follow step by step on how to perform the data analysis. Okay, so today we will cover what is Industry 4.0 and also what is machine learning. Okay, kalau kita tengok di sini, um, Industry 4.0 normally related to big data analytic, autonomous robot, simulation, software development, IoT, augmented reality. This is 3D printing, okay, and then the cloud computing and cybersecurity. So they are around nine pillar. Okay, but now they have extended to um, 11 pillar. So Industry 4.0 refer to the convergence and application of 11 digital industrial. So tadi ada IoT kan, advanced robot, big data analytic, 3D printing, cloud computing. So one of them you look at here, because machine learning is used or applied in big data analytic, and at the same time also associated with the IoT, where we capture the data, and also applied in location tracking, what else? Smart sensor and also advanced robotic. So that's why in this course you will learn about machine learning. How do we process data? How do we show the result? And then what is the relationship between Industry 4.0 and also machine learning? Okay. So if we compare the first, second, third, fourth revolution, the first is more into the steam and water power. And then the second revolution, where we have electrical power. And then the third one will be more on electronics and IT system. And the fourth revolution is more into cyber physical system. Cyber physical system referring to everything interconnected using IoT, and they have a program that can be used to learn the data lah. So that's why 4.0 ni, which is the fourth revolution, they kaitkan dengan machine learning, because that is the key ingredient in the fourth revolution, the ability to capture the data and analyze the data, learn the data, and then produce new knowledge. So but there is another one which is called Industry 5.0. So soon the course of the name of the course should be changed to Industry 5.0. Next one will be Industry 6.5, no, 6.0. Okay, so from cyber physical system and machine learning, we go into mass customization and cyber physical cognitive system. So more into human plus machine have to work together, because the machine, the limitation is the ability to do some reasoning. Tapi they say in order for us to work more efficient, we have to collaborate with the machine. So in Industry 5.0, we need to learn special skill and collaborate with the machine. Okay, so that is Industry 5.0. So more into the integration between or the collaboration between human and machine. Okay, so in the Industry 5.0, we're still using AI, big data, and so on. Tapi human-centric means we are focusing more on the human ability to collaborate with the machine. Okay, so that's the difference between Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0, we depends highly on the machine. So we have IoT, IIoT, autonomous system, machine learning, and so on. So today we will be learning about Industry 4.0 and machine learning. Okay. So one part of IR 4.0 is the AI. So AI referring to systematic study on how to mimic human intelligence. So if you look at here, we have robotic, we have cognitive system. This is more into how do we do reasoning. We have natural language processing. So this is how we express the concept, the term that we want to send across to the other part. We have also neural network, which is normally used in computer vision, face recognition. Okay, how do we capture the knowledge? How do we do reasoning? How do we do planning? For example, the fastest route to KK. So like we use Grab and also um, Waze kan? So they use this planning. What is the shortest path from here from UMS to certain part of Sabah? So they know they can know the estimation because they get the information from those people who are using um, Grab and also Waze at the other part of the uh, city. So they're sharing the same information and try to estimate the um, duration of the journey. Okay. And lastly, we have machine learning. So machine learning is a subset of AI. Okay. So we will define what is machine learning later on. Okay. So why learning machine learning? Why do you need to have at least some knowledge? So if you look at your domain, which is the agriculture, no, you are livestock production, right? Okay. So livestock production also can be used. I can use the machine learning. So basically what we have here is we capture all the data from the sensor. Okay. So the weather data, the image, and also the field data, soil analysis, and so on. Okay. So once we acquire that data, then we store them in the database. So based on this database, we can design a program. So machine learning is actually a program that you capture, no, that you implement to capture the data, and then you produce the prediction of any application. For example, the production prediction or the quality prediction and so on. So based on this ability to do reasoning, then we can implement smart application. Okay, so the whole idea here is that we get the data that we capture from multiple type of sensor. We store the data in the database, and then based on the data, we can use machine learning to learn about the data and produce new knowledge. So that is the whole idea now. So like for this one, for future farming now, everything will be integrated. So for from the weather, from the Doppler weather forecast, from the plant sensor, from the UAV sensor, so all will be integrated for you to make decision. So this is um, in some part of Sabah. So we are still behind in terms of technology development or technology, what we call technology adoption. Okay? So that's why you need to learn about machine learning. So in agriculture 4.0 core technology, so what happened is that we um, use the sensor in order to capture the data, and then we have IoT to connect the sensor to the server that you have. the server will store your data and do some cleaning. So what happens is that you will apply the machine learning here in order to extract the knowledge. So based on the knowledge, you will make some decision to maximize your production. Okay. So lastly, you will get the dashboard, visualization, and interaction. Okay. And this is another angle. So where AI and big data in agriculture. So we can use the sensor or robotic to get the data, or and then the data could be used to build this decision support system, mobile expert system, and predictive analytics. So everything use machine learning or IoT in order to capture the data that we have. Okay? So that is in agriculture. We also have that one in healthcare. So contohnya we want to predict cancer or classify whether the lab test has indicate cancer or not. Okay? We could use that one to predict disease, or we could use that one to personalize your medical treatment based on the reading from your body. We can also use that one to discover the structure of the drugs by looking at the structure. Okay, and also we can do medical imaging, in which we use images to analyze the disease, and we do comparison or we do classification. Okay, so this is in healthcare. And also in education, like now you have your own chat GPT. You also have machine translation, in which you have Google Translate, right? So they call it machine translation of course content. So that is Google Translate lah. So AI tutor is more like chat GPT. Personalized learning is if you register on the website. So depending on the progress of your work, then they will personalize your content of the course. So if you are very slow, you cannot catch up. So they will give you more exposure, more exercise to so that you can learn better. Okay. So this is some of the example in which machine learning can be used in education, in healthcare, and also in agriculture. Okay. So now we go into what is machine learning. Apa ini machine learning? So people talk about AI, people talk about business intelligence, people talk about data mining, and also statistics. So what is machine learning? Okay. So if we define machine learning, machine learning is just a computer program that is able to access your data and then learn the pattern in your data. Okay. So basically they are just a program. Okay, for them to access your data and then learn frequent pattern. Pattern that cannot be seen by our eyes, tapi secara overall they can conclude that there is a pattern in our data. So for them to identify certain pattern, they have to use statistics. So machine learning use statistics. So I think you have taken this statistics in your degree, kan? So you collect, organize, and analyze. So basically, machine learning use number in order to learn something which is frequent. Okay, and we also have this data mining. So what is data mining? Data mining is the process of mining the data in which they use the machine learning. Okay, so this is part of knowledge discovery. So when people ask you what is the difference between machine learning and data mining, you say, okay, data mining use machine learning to mine the data. Okay. So if you look at here, this is a practice of applying machine learning algorithm to learn data available from domain to solve domain related problem. Okay. So you um, trying to find frequent pattern from the data and we apply machine learning. Okay? And people also talk about AI. So AI is just a science to develop system or software to mimic human intelligence. For example, reasoning, speaking, vision, and also um, what are the five or six sense that make human being intelligent? Reasoning, the ability to speak, computer vision, what else? Itulah. Okay. So machine learning is subset of AI. They are under the umbrella of AI. So machine learning is one part of the AI. Okay. People also talk about business intelligence. This is normally used in business. So basically, they are using ICT tools in order to um, get some data for decision making. So business intelligence apply data mining, in which data mining apply machine learning. Okay. So the last one is knowledge discovery. So knowledge discovery is a big picture in which they use data mining as part of the process in the knowledge discovery. So knowledge discovery is the science of finding pattern. So I talk a lot about finding pattern. So finding pattern is actually trying to reveal hidden knowledge from the data. So this is what human being cannot do because we have limited capability in trying to find the hidden pattern. Okay. So if we look at the big definition of knowledge discovery, basically we are looking at business understanding. We need to know what is the main objective of your work, maximize profit, or you want to classify disease, or you want to do customer segmentation and so on. So once you know what you want to do, then you can look at uh, what data you have, what data you want to collect. So you want to look at the um, how do you describe the data, explore, and verify data quality. Okay. So once you know what data to be collected, so similar to your program, livestock production, you need to know what type of data that you need to keep. Okay. And once you get all the data, once you capture all the data, then you clean the data. You select the column, you clean, or you construct features. Okay. So once you have the data preparation, then you perform the data modeling. So data modeling is actually data mining. So data mining, you apply machine learning to extract the knowledge. Okay. And then once you have done the data mining, then you can evaluate the result of the data mining. So high quality or low quality, you can always adjust by looking at the data preparation tool. If you are satisfied, then you can deploy. Deploy means you boleh pakai lah. So that is the process of knowledge discovery. So if we look at the next one is a lot of people talk about big data, but we need to define what is big data. Okay. So for example, um, in you are in the third year already, kan? So what type of data do you keep? Are they based on reading from the sensor or based on data capturing in the field, okay, or images or video, okay. So big data can be defined using 5B. So the first one is referring to volume. So this is the size of your data. The second one is referring to variety. So this is the type of data that you have. So you could have images, videos, audios, text, numbers, and many more like GPS location and so on. Okay, so that is referring to different format of data. And then we also look at velocity here. Velocity here refer to high speed of accumulation of data from the sensor. Okay, because sensor running 24 hours, so the data keep running. Okay, so you get high speed of accumulation of data. So this is referring to velocity. Okay. We also have this value. Value refer to how much cost you spend to extract that data. So it could be time. Okay, it could be the dollar sign. Okay, it could be human capital. Okay, it could be the window or the window of time that only available during that time. So you have to capture that data. Okay. So the higher the value, the bigger is the data lah. Okay. And last one is veracity. Veracity referring to validity of the data on that particular time. For example, kita punya exchange rate. If you want to change the money, you need to get the latest exchange rate. Okay. So normally when we claim our traveling expenses, when we use different currency, we have to use the exchange rate on that particular day and not during the time you claim your expenses. Okay, so that is referring to veracity. Okay, so this is the 5B. Okay, so if we connect them with machine learning, basically we have this big data, okay, and then we have this machine learning, and then just now we talk about what agriculture, and also we have hospital or smart healthcare, and also we have education. Okay, so this is the domain. So in your case, so it's more on livestock production, and then you need to know what data you are capturing, and then this course you will learn how to do some data analysis. Okay, so based on these three, then we can perform prediction, we can perform searching, clustering, and so on. So this is the intelligent features that we are looking at. Okay, so by now you should be able to connect the understanding how big data are processed using machine learning in different domain in order to produce intelligent features. Okay, so these are some of the top application of machine learning. Contohnya spam identification, um, recommend recommending products based on purchase history, customer segmentation for targeted marketing, supply demand forecasting for agro-food or any critical commodity, fraud transaction, image video recognition. This is for biometric authentication, visual personal assistant, sentiment analysis to gauge public opinion about certain issue, customer service automation. This is when you want to ask something, so no longer there'll be a live person there, but a bot, a chat bot. Okay. Okay. So now we go into the type of machine learning that we have. Basically, you will learn supervised learning, which is the classification and also regression. And also you will learn about unsupervised learning, which is the clustering. So you will learn these three in 7 time we meet. Okay. So you will learn about supervised learning that cover classification. How do we perform classification? And then how do we perform regression? And how do we perform unsupervised learning? For example, perform customer segmentation, clustering. Okay. So this is the type of machine learning that we have. This is another view. So basically, this is machine learning. Machine learning is very, very big area. But for the sake of understanding the foundation of machine learning, so we will learn unsupervised, which is the clustering. Okay, they are applied in customer segmentation, targeted marketing, and recommender system. Okay, so all this system use clustering. You also will be learning about classification. So this is normally used for image classification, especially in healthcare. Okay, um, fraud detection. This is one to detect fraud transaction. They look at the abnormal transaction. Okay, they also use classification for diagnostic of certain disease. Um, they also look at what type of customer you are and how do you keep the customer and so on. And next one is regression. They're used for weather forecasting, market forecasting, population growth prediction, and so on. So you see all these three, clustering, classification, regression, all of them can be applied in livestock production. Okay, for example, you want to um, look at the livestock production forecasting in the next 5 years based on the data that you have collected. Okay, we have another view. So you see machine learning is the center. Okay, so you'll be learning about supervised. So supervised, this is the classical learning and also unsupervised. So for supervised, we have classification. So you will learn about KNN and also logistic regression. Uh, for regression, you will learn about linear and also multi-linear regression. For unsupervised, you will learn about clustering and k-means. You will be also studying artificial neural network, multi-layer perceptron. Okay, so you will learn about regression, classification, clustering, and also this. So for this is more into classification, but they are in the category of artificial neural network because there are so many variant of artificial neural network. Okay, okay. So we have another view. So this is just to tell you that basically we have these four major or three major area that you need to study: classification, regression, and clustering. Okay, this is another view using the brand map. Okay, so we have this regression. We also have neural network. We also have this instant base, clustering, decision tree. So we will learn all this. Okay. So notice that for each one of them, they have more variant. Okay, so for example, this one we will learn about linear and logistic. For for instant base, we use can-n. This one we will use k-means, and this one we will use C 5.0. Neural network we will use perceptron lah. Okay, so just to expose yourself how this thing works, and then how do we apply in data analysis. Any question?
No, Dokter.
Yes. Mungkin you ada project kah? Mungkin kita boleh buat project yang apply machine learning for your research kah? Kan? Atau your boss mau tengok apa, and so on. Okay. So any question?
So far, tidak, Dokter.
Ada lagi, Dokter.
Okay. Okay. So we continue. So what is the impact of IR 4.0? Okay, basically we don't say the impact of IR 4.0, but what has caused the rise of um, 4, IR 4.0. So we will look at, this is general knowledge lah. Okay, so we will look at the mega trend 2020 up to 2030. So we are looking at five area now. So the first one is more into the shifting economic power. The second one is climate changes. Third one is technological breakthrough. And the fourth one is demographic and social change. And the fifth one is rapid urbanization. So we want to look at this megatrend, how this all megatrend caused the rise of 4.0. Okay, the first one is shifting economic power. So if you look at this one, they predict that in 2030, China will be the top ranked share of world GDP. So that's why US are very concerned about that. Okay. So what happened is that the changes that we expect to get is emerging economy, the growth market. So that means China will be the new superpower. Asia also has huge untapped natural resources. So due to the slow growth in Asia, all of our untapped natural resources still there. So we have a lot of resources. Okay. So what is the impact? Power shift from west to east. So from US to China. So China entrepreneur growth is relentless, means nobody stopping them. So we can see that a lot of product Lazada ataupun Shopee semua from China, right? So now they are going to learn from east and not the west. Okay, so that is the first megatrend, shifting of economic power. The second one is the resource scarcity. Okay, due to the climate change, we have global warming, and also our oil is becoming increasingly scarce resource, meaning not enough. So nowadays they introduce electric car or renewable energy. Okay, so what happened is that we need to produce more, tapi we need to use less energy. Okay, we shift from oil to clean energy, and then transformation of carbon-based mobility. Okay. So if you look at here, they said by 2100, so today is 2024, so selepas 76 years, the temperature of this planet will be higher by 6 degrees. So if normally we have 32, 30, now 34, kan? So we will have 40 lah. So in the States during summer, the temperature is 40%, not 40 degree. So it will be 46. So very, very hot. So we will have um, uh, extreme weather event. Also, we are looking at we need to produce more battery, electric car, and so on. Okay? And we need to recycle material, and then we also need to produce more for the agriculture in order to solve the food security. Okay, so that is more on resource scarcity. The most important part is how do we produce or apply renewable energy in our daily production. Okay, the third one is technology breakthrough, in which the data will be your main fuel. Whoever get the data, they will have more competency or the advantage of making decision. Okay, so most of our process will be automated. Okay, so for that reason, the impact is AI and robotic drive improved lifestyle. So that means we will have modern lifestyle. Healthcare is fundamentally transformed by technology, because healthcare, food are the two main area will be the most important part in the next 10 years. So that's why now they are looking at blue economy, right? Blue and green economy. So blue economy referring to all the aquaculture, sea product. Okay, green economy, they are looking at all the agriculture. Okay, so how do we sustain the development and the production of blue and green economy is through the utilization of smart technology. Okay, and the fourth one will be social change. So they say that the global population continue to grow. We will have more older people, few younger people, because we are less productive, tidak mau banyak anak. Okay, more migration, more diversity. If you look at this map, people from the state going to China, or China going to United States and India. Okay, a lot of people from India going to the States and going to Turkey. A lot of people from Saudi Arab going to, I think this Philippines. So Philippines going to Saudi Arab, going to United States because for the job. Yeah. Okay. So this is just to show you the migration intensity is high. So because of that, we have nation become less meaningful because we have a mixture of people already. And since we have growing of global population, food security become the most important part. So when you are measuring in livestock production, you will be important people. Okay, and the last one will be rapid urbanization, meaning that people like go to stay in big city already because they have job, better life, and also um, more facilities. Okay, and because of that, we need to have new infrastructure, smart city. We need to have better healthcare and security in the city. and city become more powerful than nation. So nation is negara lah. But now they say when people migrate, the nation become less important and the city become more powerful. Okay, so that is the mega trend 2030 and how some of the aspect give rise to IR 4.0, automation, smart city. We also need to deal with food security and also international security and so on. Okay. And the challenge at the moment is that not everybody understand what it takes to have machine learning in the daily operation. At the same time, also we have island of system. All our data are separated. Lack of support. Nobody want to share your data. Poor data capturing and storage, and also lack of local expertise in data science. So this one course. Hopefully, you can get idea how do we process data, how do we make use of machine learning. Okay, so I give you some of the project that we have done. For example, this one we are using drone. We capture images, hyperspectral images, and then based on the image, based on the color, we can estimate the health of the paddy rice. So if there are change of color, then we can focus on that area. So this is called integrated cyber physical system approach to enhancing paddy production. So you see your lecturer here, Dr. Januarius. So this one we got gold award and special award in Canada. Okay, we also have this deep learning approach to cattle weight estimation. This is we did in Hafiz Farm in Sandakan. So the same people also, Dr. Janius helped me a lot. So basically, we are looking at how do we estimate the weight of the cattle based on the image, side image, and top image. So every time they weigh the cattle, so I went to Hafiz Farm like once a month. So they have new cattle coming in, pergi timbang, pergi ambil gambar. So tiap kali ambil gambar, tiap kali pergi sana ambil gambar. Setiap kali timbang mesti ambil gambar. So we have like 6 months punya data, then we can teach the deep learning. We present all the data, and then we have a model on how to predict or how to perform the weight estimation. So this one we got gold awards juga. This one is yes.
Sorry.
Ya.
Ditimbang tuh dokter, di mana tuh dokter?
Di Hafiz Farm kan jarang di FPL pun ada, tapi jarang, tidak berapa expert lah. Mau pujuk tuh cattle pergi baris pun susah. Baru 5-6 saya sana. Kamu ada pergi sana kah? Di
mana?
Di FPL. Fakulti Pertanian Lestari.
FPL.
Ya. Tapi sana ada 5 atau 6 lembu saja. Kami pergi di Hafiz Farm di Ladato.
Ladato betul, dokter. Ladato.
Ya, Ladato. Hafiz Farm.
So, pernah pergi sana.
Jarang ada tuh satu farm di sana, jadi bila jarang import tuh cattle kan dari Australia, so masih kurus-kurus kecil-kecil. Jadi jarang kasih makan dalam masa 3-4 bulan untuk hari raya haji lah. So jarang aim untuk tulah. So banyak pendapatan juga lah. Tapi mau kasih baris jarang, mau timbang sengsara lah. Habis itu cattle semua pun stres. Okay. So We also have this biodiversity. No, this is we look at the health of the beef cattle. So kita gantung kola di leher dia and we use the weight estimation based on the punya movement, based on the health prediction, then we can predict the health lah. So this one very costly lah because the cost untuk yang kola tu pun mau berapa? 80,000. Okay. So this one we got gold award in 2022. We also have this biodiversity. Kita ambil hyperspectral image and we estimate the carbon stock, the high carbon stock for the forest lah. So this one we got silver 2 special award. Okay, this one is more on computer vision, multiple face recognition using deep learning. So this one we work together with Cybersecurity Malaysia and we got gold award in Germany lah, INA 2019. Okay, so the work in machine learning is very interesting. Jadi kita belajar pelan-pelan lah how do we perform classification, clustering, and regression. If you want to do more advanced thing like this require your understanding in classification, in neural network, and in the deep learning. All this we use deep learning. Okay,